The Ant bot is in the early stage of its life, with underdeveloped woodcutting and combat skills. It feeds its owner by chopping ants, a species of animated tree. This process, however, makes them vulnerable. Predators roam these regions, searching for anything to pounce on. The bot's teleport spell was not programmed to be cast fast enough, and the predator spores an easy kill. This predator makes sure not to waste anything, and uses alchemy and the Ant bot's remains.
So I actually found about 30 of these Ent bots. They almost look like repurposed green dragon bots just in terms of how similar their gear is. And I got the tip off about this bot farm pretty early. A lot of them only had between 75 and 90 woodcutting. There was something kind of strange. About half the accounts seemed to be hacked and the other half had combat stats trained up, obviously woodcutting, but then a lot of them had 95 fishing as well. So it seems like they're bots that do at least 2 moneymakers. The bots teleport out in about a second if you're in their combat bracket, aka if you can attack them. But that's still enough time to log in and TB them. If you splash, they get away, but otherwise you'll probably get the kill. Now obviously when you're chopping Ents, you get noted logs. It seems like this script had a maximum amount of logs before it banked, probably to try to minimize losses in case it gets PK'd. But if you timed it right, you could get a lot of loot from these bots.
Now, let us all listen to the sponsor of this video.
Stop whatever you're doing and take a breath. It's time to get your life in order because it's time to raid. Raid has over 500 champions, each with unique skills and hundreds of artifacts to equip. Use my links below to download Raid yourself to your mobile phone or PC. Here's an interesting fact you should know. Players have played Raid for over 12.5 billion hours total, which is almost 1.5 million years. Over 35.5 billion battles have been fought, as well as more than 8.5 million arena battles. That is super impressive for any video game. The game must be good for people to keep coming back. My favorite part about Raid is summoning new champions at the tavern. You never know which one you're gonna get. This month, Raid has a non-stop schedule with special fusion events to get a brand new legendary champion, tournaments against other players, and much more. They've also just released 5 amazing new champions, which each look incredible. I can't wait to try them out for myself. There are so many giant updates coming out, so there's never been a better time to get started. If you want to get a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do is hit the link in the description or scan my QR code on screen, and you'll get an epic hero, Kanoru, who is amazing in the Doom Tower. 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon an awesome champion as soon as you get in game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. It's that easy, just click the link in the description and I'll see you in game. There are a couple specific kills I want to point out. One of them I got a maple seed and 106 magic logs. That's the most I got from a single bot. It's pretty good loot if you're killing a bot and they're dropping stackables or alkables worth 150k. Another time one of the bots had too many valuable items and actually dropped their dragon sword. It's too bad the sword's basically worthless now though. But I was able to make over 3 mil GP per hour doing this because of one key detail. The bots didn't hop worlds much. I could kill each bot 3 or 4 times before they disappeared. That meant if I made a note of all the worlds 20 plus bots were on at once, I could just rotate through only those worlds and get a kill every time I hopped. I sent the usernames off to Jagex and it seems like most of these accounts have been banned. I was caught up on the fact that a lot of these Ent bots still had 95 plus fishing. There's a pattern in botting I've been seeing more and more. Take these Zulrah bots I found for example. They all only have 3 to 400 Zulrah KC, but they're training woodcutting near Edgeville. With help from the bot busting plugin, I was able to track these accounts' XP changes as well as their location data. The accounts are programmed to train woodcutting, firemaking, mining, crafting, fletching, herb lore. It seems random when they're taking breaks from Zulrah, almost like a player just trying to level up their stats would be. In fact, I've been tracking a few bot scripts for a while whose purpose is not to do any specific moneymaker, level any specific skill, or do any specific quest. The purpose of these scripts are just to beat RuneScape. The most advanced version I've seen so far is free to play only. I talked to the anti-cheating team a long time ago about these scripts, and they already have something in place that detects them pretty quickly, and so the ban rates are incredibly high. These scripts basically select a random skill, train it for a random set period of time, and then move over to a different skill and activity and do that. The activity could be doing a quest or even just roaming around the game. The scripts automatically buy new gear when you're leveled up and move up to higher level NPCs when you're training combat, for example. This footage was sent to me of someone who was testing one of these scripts out. Thankfully though, he said he was banned within a few hours. The footage is a great example of specifically what the script does. It started out woodcutting and then switched to combat, and then went to the Grand Exchange, sold the logs from woodcutting, and bought a steel scimitar because the account had gotten over 5 attack. Then it goes and trains combat on a higher level NPC. It might then go fish for a while, sell the fish, buy another higher tier weapon, and then train on higher tier monsters. You get the idea. It's mind-blowing that I've probably seen some players in free-to-play and thought they're just cute noobs, but it's basically just a bot script meant to emulate a new player playing in free-to-play and exploring the game. I'm sure there are more advanced versions of these scripts I don't even know about, and some of the higher level accounts I find that I think are hacked might just be a lot like these scripts and training stats randomly on breaks. Now, Beard Squad reached out to me on Twitter. I've already done videos about LMS bots, but he was telling me about some new super bots he's seen playing. He says they're basically all level 3 to 10, and that they're programmed to be basically the perfect PKer. He said he's rank 8,000 in 3 weeks of playing every day at LMS, and one bot got rank 11,000 in just 2 days. He said he's killed them before, but no one can kill these bots consistently because they're programmed to literally be the perfect PKer. I don't know if these bots are just getting banned super quickly or what the purpose is. There doesn't seem to be all that many of them. This could just be a botter testing the script to scale up later or sell, but I wanted to find some of these bots, and I'm actually a pretty bad hybrid PKer. If they're as good as Beard Squad said they are, they would kill all of their opponents and be in the final rounds of LMS. So my strategy to find them was just to hide until the final rounds. And these bots did not disappoint. There's actually 2 of them in this clip. One of them, 4th Beast 81, is demolishing his opponent in front of me, and the other one has the ballista and immediately aggroes on me when I get near. Obviously, they have the perfect prayer switches down, so it's almost impossible to hit them off prayer. The only thing you can do is staff bash them because they'll protect from mage. Their movement is actually so sporadic as well. But they also react to what you're praying. So let's say I switch to pray melee, they're instantly gonna switch to range or mage. They also do what's called fakies in the PvP community, where they'll switch to one weapon and then switch to another before attacking you to get your prayers off. You can start to see their movement pattern in these sped up clips, basically doing 4-leaf clover loops around their opponent. What I think would actually be pretty cool, and let me know in the comments, is if Jagex made something like this script and either made some sort of arena or some boss, and maybe there are different tiers of difficulty. Mainly though, I want to see some of the best PKers in the game go up against these bots. If you're looking to make GP by PKing bots, this bot farm is for you. I've been tracking and PKing this bot farm for about 4 months now. Recently, I've seen these accounts so frequently, in Edgeville and at the Grand Exchange especially, so I think the bot farm's been scaling up a bit. These are actually Aviancy bots that operate in the Wilderness God Wars dungeon. Just like the end bots, they'll teleport out within about a second of a PKer logging in that can attack them, which of course is enough time to TB them if you don't splash. What's especially great is they don't run after they've been TB'd. And unlike the Entbot farm, this one is absolutely massive. Almost every single world has one of these bots on them. I sent in a list of over 50 of them, all of them got banned, and I think this is a new wave of them that was up within a few days of that happening. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are between 200 to 500 of these bots, some active and some waiting to be active when the active ones are banned. Obviously, Aviancies drop noted adamant bars. They also drop a bunch of rune alchables, so the bots are really good loot. And again, just like the end bots, I think there's a functionality where if they get a certain amount of wealth or adamant bars, they bank, because I've never gotten over 40 adamant bars from them, and I've killed hundreds of these accounts. But just from one kill, you might get 30 adamant bars, a runite limbs, and 5 rune daggered poisons. And you can truly get a kill almost every single minute. So killing these bots is literally mills per hour. I went back and found some footage of me killing the bot farm about 6 months ago, and I'm glad I did because a lot's changed. First, a lot of the bots were higher combat level. I found some with 20 to 30 million ranged XP, so they'd been here for literally months. Second, they wore D-hide, so I splashed a lot more on them, but the biggest difference was how much they risked. I was getting 60, 70 noted adamant bars per kill, and some of them even had over 100k cash on them. I'm guessing the newer bots don't alch anymore. I remember just in my looting bag, I had about $1 million worth of loot in just like 20 some minutes. Finally, I want to talk about something huge that happened yesterday. Jagex changed their terms of services, specifically in relation to anti-cheat technologies. Their policy is now they may use anti-cheat technologies when you connect online to a game server. These technologies can activate and monitor your gameplay, including the files on your computer associated with the Jagex products that access their servers and your computer's memory. This is huge for preventing lots of different types of cheating, including botting or AHKing while PKing, or just using plugins that are overpowered and not allowed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you haven't already, and if you like more than one of my videos, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys later.